you rather pay 5.4% interest or 4.4% interest?
The less the better.
Ma'am?
The less the better.
Okay. Then why aren't you doing that with federal borrowing? Because of the inverted yield curve, that means that you're going to pay more in interest on short-term debt than, say, 10-year debt.
Only for a short time.
The only reason I can figure that y'all are doing that is to try to give the economy a sugar high 5 months before an election.
Including within Brics, we're working on shaping an independent payment system free from political pressure, abuse, and external sanctional interference.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of the huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we could have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting more right now with Bloomberg's Shonali Bassick. Shonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told told his members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will. During that auction that we saw a little bit before, the attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets. Now,
it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy. And you know, when the dealers have to step in to save a Treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. And 2024 is going to be one of our most entertaining years. We have the presidential election. We have the drums are beating. We have the emerging markets going to be flipping the switch on the fourth industrial revolution. Now, we had the Fed signal rate cuts, but remember, guys, they haven't cut rates yet. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now we have Bitcoin and crypto slightly pulling back. We have stocks flat. Now in crypto, in the beginning of the month, we have strong open interest. So the pullback from options are not as bad. And on the weekend, we're the only game in town. So make sure you're getting yourself in position. Now we have Gamestop movies still going on. We have the Rowan Kitty Live, and they're talking about it on CNBC constantly. We had T1. They didn't talk about it until Gary Gensler came on the show a week later, but they have time to talk about Rowan Kitty. Guys, you can't make this stuff up. Remember, your life is an illusion and TV is your reality. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. Now, guys, do not forget to pay attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates up. We have the dollar up. We have volume and crypto up. We have Tether and USDC. And then, of course, guys, we have the Fed. Repo at $378 billion. Make sure you're pulling that during the week. Make sure you pull it today. We have the jobs report comes in strong. We know it's manipulated, but the fact is that gives the opportunity for the Fed to keep rates higher for longer. And guys, we know that's the plan. We had Canada cut. We had ECB cut. Didn't stick to that 2% inflation. But we know the United States is definitely going to stick to it because we hold the world reserve currency and they want to destroy the dollar as we know it. And when you're looking at the stock market, it used to reflect the economy. But because it's so much manipulation, we have the repo. We have buybacks that the Treasury is doing. They have the bail-in bonds ready. Remember, they want to keep this economy up until the election. And you guys know I've been saying this forever. And now, of course, we have the comedian Congressman Kennedy telling you the truth. But we know the sheep have no clue. They could care less because they're worried about things that don't matter. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. But in 2025 to 2028, they're going to meet reality. We see these small and medium-sized banks are in crisis mode. And we know once they fail, small business is going to fail, mass layoffs. But we know the NWO is going to run in with that solution. digital currencies and the machines. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, guys, don't forget about the spot Bitcoin ETFs. We have BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale, all slightly up. Now, getting over into a little crypto news. We have Coinbase Wallet adds crypto trading alerts from Notified. And we see that Coinbase is constantly making steps to making the wallet seamless and then also a one-stop shop. Now, we have Telegram Stars allows users to pay for digital services on Telegram via in-app purchases on iOS and Android. And again, just making things seamless, especially for the emerging markets. And then lastly, guys, something that should be making big news, but of course you're going to get the Rowan Kitty news. We have Saudi Arabia joins BIS CBDC project Mbridge as a full participant. And guys, how long have I been talking about Mbridge? They have already finished the testing. They're just ready to implement and roll this thing out. Stable coins are going to be very, very important, the same way the dollar is very, very important. But behind the scenes, you're going to have the CBDCs. Behind the CBDCs, you're going to have that private blockchain going all to Swift. And then plus, with Swift pulling from all these blockchains, they're going to know you better than you know yourself. And that allows the central bank still to stay in control. And we know these stable coins will be able to tell you what, when, when, and how to buy. And you have 3 to 6 months to spend them, or poof, it's gone. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get on stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.